Hello everyone, this is Sivagami from SNS College of Engineering. As I am an assistant professor in the Department of AIDS, today we are going to learn about the topic is access specifier in Java. In Java, access modifiers are used to set off the accessibility of classes, interface, variable, methods, constructor and data members and the setter methods. These specifiers determine whether a field or method in a class can be used or invoked by another method in another class or the subclass. Access specifiers can be used to restrict the access. Access specifier or an internal part of an object-oriented programming. In Java, we have 4 access specifier and they are listed below. Public. Public means declaration or visible everywhere. Private. In private, declaration or visible within the class only. Protector. It's declaration or visible within the package or all subclasses. And then default, the final one is default, no specifiers, declaration or visible only within the package. Next, going to learn public. What is meant by public? Public specifier achieves the highest level of accessibility. Classes, methods and fields declares as the public can be accessed from any class in the Java program where these classes are in the same package or in the another package. The public access specifier has no scope restrictions. Private. Private specifier achieves the lowest level accessibility. Private methods and fields can only be accessed within the same class to which the methods and fields belong. Private methods and fields are not visible within the subclasses and are not inherited by the subclasses. So the private access specifier is opposite to the public access specifier. Using private access specifier, we can achieve encapsulation and hide data from the outside world. And then private. Some points to be noted regarding the private access specifier. Private access modifier cannot be used for the classes and interfaces. The scope of private entities is limited to the class in which they are declared. A class which a private constructor cannot create an object of the class from any other place like the main method. And then the final one is protector. Method and fields declared as the protector can be accessed by subclasses in another package or any class within the package of the protector member class. The private access specifier cannot be applied to class and interface. The protected access specifier is accessible within the package and outside the package but through the inheritance only. And then the last and final one is default. When you don't set access specifier for the element, it will be follow the default accessibility level. There is no default specifier keyword. Classes, variables and methods can be default accessed. Using default specifier, we can access class, methods or fields which belong to same package but not from outside package. Thank you everyone. Hello everyone, this is Sivagami from SNS College of Engineering. As I am an assistant professor in the Department of AIDS, today we are going to learn about the topic of data types in Java. There are 2 data types available in Java. One is primitive data type and other one is non-primitive data type. What is meant by primitive? The primitive data type include boolean, char, byte, short, int, long, float and double. The non-primitive data types are included classes, interface and arrays. Specify the type of data, the length of the data item in bytes, int, short, long, float, double, bool and character. These can be put in the 4 groups. Integer, this group includes the byte, short, int and long, which are for whole values signed numbers. Float point number, this group includes the float and double, which represents numbers with fractional precisions. Characters, this group includes char, which represents symbols in the char set like a letter and numbers. Boolean, this group includes the boolean, which is a special type for the represent true or false values. In here we given the one table. It represents the range of values and size for the data types. Here we give a flowchart for the data type. primitive and non-primitive. Primitive numbers and strings. In numbers, integer and floating point. In integer, byte, short, int, long. In float point, double and float. And also the non-numeric characters, non-numeric data type or character and boolean. Non-primitive string arrays used as classes. Next, we're going to learn about variables. The variable is the basic unit of storage in a Java program. A variable is defined by the combination of an integer, a byte, and an optional initialization. In addition, all variables have a scope which defines their visibility and a lifetime. Declaration of variable. In Java, all variables must be declared before they can be used. The basic form of the variable declaration is shown here. Type, identifier, value, identifier equal to value, etc. with semicolon. Type is the data type. Identifier is the name of the variable. Thank you everyone.